It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass.
Welcome, everyone, to Phillips Arena. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, the home of the Hawks, where we'll be broadcasting live today. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Boston. With most of their upcoming games taking place at home, they have a chance here to make a nice little push.
And when you look at Boston, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
No, I agree with you. I mean, their game and their style is already fully developed. They look rock solid to me.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston, Shawn Kemp is out there with Russell. Then there's Larry Nance. Then it's Pressey, and it's Frazier in at the point. Now here is Ibaka. After the miss from Walt Frazier. Ibaka with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Dandridge passes to Carter. Just 4 to shoot. From the stripe. Shot is off. Nice D from Frazier. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Nance. And he uses the glass on the layups. Nance has got the first points of the night for the Celtics.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The screen from Kemp. Frazier kicks to Kemp. And the shot falls short this time. So it's Atlanta now. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. He told me they were going to have to lean on their postgame in this one, saying he simply wants to get the ball on the block each trip down the floor and focus on getting shots from the inside. Get those ice packs ready. This one could have a lot of bruising and banging down low before it's all said and done, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Frazier, following the shot by Penny Hardaway. Missed inside.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Back to Frazier. The screen from Kemp. Now the feed to Pressey. Left side, Nance. The kick out to Frazier. Another miss by Frazier. Hardaway dishes to Carter. Back to Hardaway. Pressey against Carter. Dandridge with the screen on Pressey. Ibaka wide open. He fires. That one falls coming off Carter's feed.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Pressey. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Carter kicks to Ibaka. The pass to Hardaway. There's a screen by Kanter. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Goes up on the high post. No good off the front iron.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pressey passes to Frazier. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. The Hawks leading. And here is Hardaway. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now here is Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And he bangs it home with one hand.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Here is Frazier after the basket by Atlanta. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Russell dishes to Nance. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Here's Frazier.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Hardaway kicks to Ibaka. There's the pick. Dishes to Carter. To the middle. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Bill Russell. The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And so he hits both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Frazier kicks to Kemp. Pressey against Carter.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
They set the pick. Off the screen. It's deflected. Pressey against Dandridge. Frazier the pass to Kemp. Here's Pressey. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And good on the basket. Book it.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. 4th in opponent points per game, 5th in steals. And they've made the most of the mistakes that they've been able to force. I mean, they're a top 10 team in points off turnovers.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there, but that defense, it just wears on you.
And the Hawks making a change here. Sullinger's checked in. Atlanta again missing. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on the floor played and made a contribution, and that's always a positive thing.
And Atlanta has possession. following the miss by Sean Kemp. Screen by Ibaka. Outside Hardaway. Ibaka with the screen on Rondo. Back to Carter. Takes a three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Kemp. They set the pick. And Nance kicks to Pressey. 13 feet away. Atlanta with the rebound. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And here's Kemp after Penny Hardaway just hit the 3. With some arc, score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Screen by Ibaka. Hardaway kicks to Carter. Outside Hardaway. Here's Ibaka. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The dish to Russell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Olynyk, he's checked in for Ibaka. Mullen comes in for Dandridge. Booker, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. And then for Boston. Spates checked in for Kemp. Smith comes in for Larry Nance. And Monroe subbed in for Pressey. Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Now Barea to the paint. Booker dishes to Sullinger. And the basket good. Sullinger's got his first basket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now here's Monroe. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And Russell gets it to go.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's Barea. Pass to Sullinger. From 13, and he hits the jump shot. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Now here's Rondo. D right on him. Spates kicks to Rondo. Monroe outside. Booker pulls it in. The Hawks leading by 6. Pass to Barea. Sullinger left side. Down low. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw, no good for Barea. Celtics trail by 8. Rondo kicks to Monroe. Screened by Russell. Monroe, the pass to Russell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
And he can't hit the second. Atlanta leading by 7. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Jared Sullinger. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The free throw is good from Sullinger. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Spates. He dishes it to Monroe. Russell sets a screen for Smith. And the 3 ball is good. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Olynyk. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Barea. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Hawks lead by 9.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second-chance points on the season. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Williams, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Monroe outside. He kicks to Russell. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And checking out Atlanta. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Yeah, and you know what? For a team that's desperately trying to get things turned around, this kind of start makes the job almost impossible.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And those can often come back to haunt you, Greg. They've got to focus and really make the most of the chances.
Now here's Olynyk. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. No good from Booker.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backfield.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 6. The drive by Monroe. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Monroe.
Under 6.
And so he makes both from the line. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Mullen. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Mullen's got his first points in this one.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Atlanta up 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really love.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston has stockpiled.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the floor for Boston, Maurice Speights out there with Sean Kemp. Then it's Williams. Then there's Frazier. And it's Nance in at the 3 slot. Here is Carter following the score by Lou Williams. Screen by Ibaka. Cantor, the pass to Andridge. The Hawks working the ball around, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Pressey's checked in for Lou Williams. Hardaway kicks to Ibaka. There's the 3. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Frazier. A 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
Now here is Carter following the miss by Sean Kemp. Carter against Pressey. 6 on the shot clock. Carter outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Frazier. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Kicks it to Cantor. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Frazier dishes to Nance. Back to Frazier. Hardaway with the steal. And here they come. Here's Carter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Kemp. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Spurs in San Antonio. 5 on the clock. Frazier the pass to Nance. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
It's still early on in the new basketball season for Atlanta. Here's where they sit in the NBA stats. 4th in second chance points, 5th in three-point shooting. And they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
And you go back to their second chance points. Very productive in that regard. I love to watch them work. They have that sixth sense, if you will, for sneaking inside and anticipating the path of the ball.
Here's Dandridge. Can't get it to go. Nance with some nice D. Feeds it to Frazier. Outside Kemp. And Nance kicks to Frazier. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Hardaway. Can't get it to go. And the Celtics going the other way now. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. The feed to Pressey. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Atlanta leading by 7. Carter outside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now here's Frazier. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Kemp with the jam.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. Dandridge with the screen on Pressey. Shoots off the step back, and it's Spates with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Kemp.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The pass to Carter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
John Rondo's checked in for Boston. The Hawks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. That's good from Carter. Boston with the ball. Nance outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. Carter dishes to Hardaway. Cantor against Nance. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. That pushes it to double digits.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And now, the Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
We're at the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. In fourth, the Celtics.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Austin with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Outside Rondo. Rebound Atlanta.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Carter kicks to Ibaka. Pass Dandridge. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Carter. No good on the triple.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Frazier the pass to Rondo. Kemba screen on Hardaway. Rondo drives in. From deep three-point range, no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Passes Dandridge. Hardaway dishes to Ibaka. There's a screen by Kanter. Pass to Carter. The 3. That doesn't go either for Carter. Celtics trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Hardaway kicks to Carter. Ibaka outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Ibaka. Mullen comes in for Dandridge. Booker, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. Then for the Celtics, Russell, he's checked in for Nance. Smith comes in for Pressey. And Monroe subbed in for Frazier. Now here's Rondo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Dennis Kanter. That's his first personal foul.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Atlanta. And so Monroe nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 9. Barea kicks to Sullinger.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Hawks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Jared Sullinger. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
That free throw is good from Sullinger.
Been a good one for Sullinger. He's got 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Mullen against Smith. Right side, Kemp. Shot clock at 6. Sullinger brings the double team. Kemp kicks to Russell. From the wing. Can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Barea with it. He has 5. Here's Sullinger. Bill Russell grabs the miss.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
The drive by Monroe. Russell passes to Kemp. Sullinger with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 11. Now here's Barea. Inside, Sullinger. The rebound by the Celtics. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dishes to Rondo. Screen by Russell. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Celtics have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
One shot.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
On defense, Atlanta. Screened by Russell. In the corner, Smith with it. Drills it from outside. Smith's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Boston.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And here's Barea. He has 5. And Sullinger missing. Outside Kemp. Russell against Sullinger. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Here's Monroe. He's got 5, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Monroe's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Offensive rebound. It's blocked. 1:24 left in the first half. Here's Barea on the wing. Mullen, a 3-ball. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Atlanta, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Chris Mullin. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
How about the game for Mullin? He has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Celtics. And Mullin drops them both. Celtics trail by 12. And Monroe kicks to Smith. Out left to the wing. Here's Kemp. Boston again missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Barea with it. Monroe on him. It's tipped. Here's Sullinger, and it's sent back by Russell. And Booker kicks to Barea. 6 to shoot. High arcing shot. That's good. Barea's got 7 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
For Boston, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
2 shots.
All right now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Monroe nails both of them.
He's doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter. Much more aggressive taking it to the basket.
Now here's Barea, covered by Monroe. On the wing, Mullin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mullin's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And so that brings the first half to a close. Hawks lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly a one-sided first half of action. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 14. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Chris Mullin has been sensational.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Hardaway is out there with Carter. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Dandridge. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Celtics trail by 14. Frazier outside. Shot is off. Great D that time from Hardaway. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Carter. No luck. Now Boston takes it the other way. On the wing, Nance. Guarded by Hardaway. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. The Hawks leading by 14. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Dandridge. 6 to shoot. A stupendous finish in traffic. Dandridge has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks. Frazier kicks to Kemp. There's the pick. There's the dish to Frazier. Russell, a screen on Hardaway. Feeds it to Pressey. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Nance. Great D that time from Hardaway.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pressey against Carter. There's the pass to Andrew. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
With the assist.
Pressey kicks to Frazier. The screen from Kemp. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway.
First personal foul.
The Celtics have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Walt Frazier. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Frazier drops them both. Now Hardaway. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to Hardaway. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here is Frazier after Penny Hardaway's bucket, and he gets it to go.
Walt Frazier.
Frazier's got 6 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Cantor, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
That's good from Cantor.
Really an extraordinary game for Enes Kanter. He's got 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle. Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens and the pick and roll game. Coach was not wasting any time at altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Frazier. He's got 6, pocket 4. Lets it go. Another miss by Frazier.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Carter against Pressey. Carter dishes to Ibaka. And Boston with the rebound. Pressey's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The screen from Kemp. Here's Pressey. He's got 10. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Cantor, the pass to Dandridge. It's hauled in by Bill Russell. Celtics trail by 17. Pressey kicks to Frazier. The floater. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Hardaway with it. 7 points in the game. There's a screen by Cantor. Carter dishes to Cantor. Atlanta again missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Frazier. He's got 6. Nance a screen on Dandridge. Frazier the pass to Nance. And it's good.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Boston making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Now here is Ibaka. He's got 8. Back to Carter. Ibaka outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They get it again.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 7. Screen by Ibaka. Jumper off the screen, and it's Carter missing. Celtics trail by 14. Rondo kicks to Pressey. Lets it go from 11. That's short off the rim. The Hawks have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Rondo against Ibaka. Past Dandridge. To the inside. Here's Carter, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Take a look here at what Carter's been doing. He's got 10 points and 4 assists as well.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Vince Carter. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 15. There's the lob to the hoop. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Ibaka. Carter against Pressey. Ibaka sets the pick for Carter. Out to Hardaway. Gets to the corner and buries it. Hardaway has got 9.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside Rondo. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night. Hardaway dishes to Ibaka. He kicks to Carter. Cantor sets the pick for Carter. The feed now to Hardaway. Passes to Ibaka. 5 to shoot. And again, it's Atlanta.
4-2.
And here's Frazier. 6 points for him. Kicks to Russell. Russell sets a screen for Rondo. Back to Russell. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Russell's got 11 points.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Carter. Clock at 6. Terrific design on the pick foot. He lays it in. Carter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Screen by Russell. Russell sets a screen for Rondo. Vince Carter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 17. Ibaka outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Rondo with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Hardaway against Frazier. He feeds it to Russell. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Hardaway. He's got 9. Screen by Ibaka. Carter. And it comes off the front of the rim. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Rondo. To the middle, to the right side. They get it back, and he gets it to go. Nance has got 5 points now this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Number 5, the Hawks.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And then for Boston. J.R. Smith's checked in for Pressey. Williams comes in for Frazier. And Monroe subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Olynyk, covered by Nance. Monroe outside. Dishes it to Russell. Smith for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Barea with it. He's got 7. The dish to Booker. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Monroe, the pass to Smith. Feeds it to Nance. With the fadeaway. And that one's good. Nance has got 7 points here in this quarter. The Hawks leading by 16. Now here's Barea. 1:31 left to play here in the third. Here's Sullinger. The rebound by Nance. Nance has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Smith. And that one goes long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Barea, no good. Celtics trail by 16. Williams kicks to Nance. And the pass to Monroe. And there's the 3-second violation.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
And the Hawks making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Kemp's checked in. Now here's Barea. 7 points in the game. Ibaka outside. He dishes it to Mullen. 5 to shoot. Here's Barea. And the jumper falls for him. Barea's got 9. Celtics shooting for the game at 42%. And Monroe kicks to Kemp. Pass to Monroe. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Barea on the wing, Mullen. And the wing jumper offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Atlanta. They lead by 18. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Celtics trail by 18. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Smith is out there with Sean Kemp. Then it's Russell. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Monroe in at the 1 spot. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Monroe's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Boston. Atlanta leading by 16. Now Hardaway. Sullinger, a screen on Monroe. And there's the feed to Ibaka. And the 3 off target.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Passes it to Smith. The 3. They get it back. Here's Kemp. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Chris Mullen.
First personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Sean Kemp at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Kemp.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Sullinger. Dandridge comes in for Mullen. And it's Carter in for Booker. That one misses. And even 3-on-3 break. Carter on the wing. Frazier covering. Carter dishes to Cantor. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 5th assist in this one.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Atlanta foul called. Serge Ibaka. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Sean Kemp taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Taking a look at the numbers for Sean Kemp, 8 rebounds and 1 assist.
And so Kemp nails both of them. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Hardaway against Rondo. Now here's Cantor. Defense is right there. It's stolen by Frazier. He kicks it to Rondo. Back to Frazier. 11 feet out and he hits it. The Hawks leading by 13. Carter outside. Kicks to Cantor. Shoots from 12. Second shot opportunity and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
That's his 1st personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Vince Carter. 2 shots.
That's good from Carter. Good on both. Here is Frazier. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Russell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Hardaway against Rondo. Screened by Ibaka. Inside, up off the screen. And Carter lays it up and in.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Screened by Russell. Outside for Kemp. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Atlanta. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And it's now 22 points for Vince Carter. Hardaway against Rondo. They set the pick. Frazier.
Substitution for the Celtics. Larry Nance.
Atlanta leading by 18. Carter the pass to Hardaway. Six on the shot clock. Cantor. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
shooting for Atlanta, Enes Kanter. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Kanter drops them both. Celtics trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Pass to Pressey. The screen from Kemp. Pressey kicks to Russell. Celtics passing it around. Russell a screen on Kanter. Rondo drives in. Russell dishes to Rondo. And he gets the bucket.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
The Hawks leading by 18. Outside Hardaway. He feeds it to Carter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And Ibaka slams it in.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Yes.
Here's Pressey. Rondo with it. Russell passes to Pressey. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Free throw good. Pressey. The Hawks leading by 17. And it's blocked. Now here's Nance. Here's Pressey. Shoots from 12. Good work defensively by Carter. Dishes it to Hardaway. Screened by Ibaka. Hardaway kicks to Kanter. The shot no good. Great D that time from Kemp. Celtics trail by 17. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Fourth personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Paul Pressey. 2 shots.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And here is Hardaway.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. He told the guys that he wanted their offense to run through Cantor. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. That shot wide open. 24 points for Vince Carter.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Pressey against Carter. Pressey dishes to Rondo. Kempa screen on Hardaway. In the corner, Pressey with it. Rebound by the Hawks. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hardaway. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 20.
You can't let someone of his skill go unbodied at the rim like that. Box him out. Get him away from the basket. He'll make you pay with tip-ins like you just saw.
Now here's Nance. The screen from Kemp. Rondo. Rebounded by Hardaway. Atlanta leading by 20.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Carter against Pressey. Carter, the best of Cantor, and he jams it with authority.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Rondo kicks to Kemp. Screened by Russell. Kemp dishes to Rondo. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Rondo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Carter kicks to Cantor. Nance against Dandridge. Shot clock at 5. The baseline J off the mark. Celtics trail by 20. Kempa screen on Carter.
Atlanta foul called. Vince Carter. They're over the limit. That's his 2nd personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta. Sean Kemp taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Hawks leading by 20. It's stolen by Nance. The dish to Rondo. Russell, a screen on Hardaway. Rondo against Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Rondo. Good D by Hardaway.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Dandridge's shot is good.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Now Rondo. From down low. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Feeds it to Ibaka. And there's the pass to Carter. Shot clock at 5. The stupendous finish in traffic. Carter's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Vince Carter really making a difference here.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Frazier, he's checked in for Boston.
Walt Frazier.
Here's Pressey. Here's Russell, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Now here's Hardaway. Ibaka outside. Here's Cantor. The shot no good. Nice D from Russell. Celtics trail by 20. Frazier outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pressey against Carter. He dishes it to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway from outside. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pressey against Carter. Lets it go from 11. Vince Carter grabs the miss. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them. But, Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Craig. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Carter. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Hardaway, no good. Carter against Nance. Frazier outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Walt Frazier. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Seven seconds left in the fourth. Perea with it. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan Player of the Game. he had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Well, the team's been struggling lately, and he's been carrying a lot of that pressure. But he had a fire in his belly. He had that laser focus. He was delivering some highlights all throughout this game, man.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.